stage 8 right here. Right now. Yep, and accompanying me today on this leg is this guy right here, Tom. Pam's letting him come with me, so we're gonna be blessed today.
These people. Barry Walls. Yep, I know him.
I've learned all I can learn here. 947 to 2002.
He used to work with my dad.
Will eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord. Let perpetual light shine upon him.
He was a big, tall, rowdy.
And this is his little quiet area. Praying for Bob Willis. Here's that section where we're gonna cross the road, crossing County A through there. This is where my tour guide right here, my trail saint. I don't call him trail angels because this guy's a living saint right here. And he's gonna go back to Pam.
You gotta go eat some cheese.
That cheese.
Cheese parade in Plymouth.
Cheese parade in Plymouth right now. 10 a.m. That's when it starts, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right, buddy.
All right.
Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
Go see you. So just a recap of a little bit. Now I'm walking the Ice Age Trail right here. Just left Tom, who walked me from Highway 23 to County Road C, kind of accompanied me. You know, one thing about the Wisconsin way that I'm really falling in love with is it's not, you know, I'm not that kind of through hiker where I want to be just alone and just do my thing. I like, you know, encountering people, and I love hearing their stories. And one of the great things is meeting those people. Right here, I just met some saints, you know, Pam and Tom and their family from Indiana, who's coming visiting. And on this trail, what I'm taking away literally is not the beauty of the surrounding, this trail, but more of the beauty of God's creation and his greatest creation, which is people. I mean, these individuals didn't know me, and yet they opened up their house for me to stay in. I mean, Tom washed my clothes. I'm like, who does that? Like, he washed my, I mean, he didn't fold it. I mean, Tom, come on. I was like, buddy. I was like, but understand, I mean, he washed my clothes. And then they fed me, they housed me, literally beatitudes right there. You're living out that beatific vision right here on, you know, God's green earth. You know, they're kingdom living. And I just wanted to say that I am so thankful that I was blessed to have these trail saints in this section of the Wisconsin way. I can name so much others, and I'll probably at the end of this trip talk more about them. But before I forget, it's like, you know, I'm praying for them. I'm praying for their loved ones, their intentions while I'm walking this. But ultimately, right here, underneath this canopy of trees, the biggest blessing was being accompanied by that couple who are going to be lifelong friends. And I'm going to tell you, Tom and Pam, you're coming to visit. And we're going to hike, but mainly we're going to walk, you know, a couple of the beaches, things like that. So you're going to have to come to California. I'm just saying. You're going to have to come to California. We're waiting for you. Here's another blowdown. We're gonna hop over. Oh, old man climbing over. There we go. We got over that log. Climbing over these. Across the road here, going through Greenbush Group Campground. Right across the road. Make sure that you guys watch crossing. There we go. There's a lot of crisscrossing trails through this section in stage 8. And so just make sure that when you're walking here, just look for those marks on the tree, the yellow sign. It's the Ice Age Trail, the one that we're following when we're going to Holy Hill on the Wisconsin Way pilgrimage. Reach this section, there's a picnic table over there and restroom right before you go on to the Ice Age Trail, which is that way. Remember the yellow signs, yellow markers. Seems to be a park right here and another trail for vehicles. All right, we have a little bit over 10 miles to go. This is shelter number 5. We're not going to be staying here, but that's what the shelter looks like. Wild parsnip. Where? There. This is that long uphill. There's a quick right. That's like 1 mile away from the next shelter, shelter number 4. You can tell I have the net. There's a lot of mosquitoes on this trail. So if you're planning on doing this on a date like this, make sure you have a mosquito and bug net and have your percardirin on, because they do bite you through the clothes. Yeah, this last leg to shelter number 4, it's pretty steep. So coming from down there and climbing up this way, if you're gonna hike this, I suggest you have hiking sticks, trekking poles. it really helps, especially if you're carrying a heavy pack. And this is shelter number 4. Really cool shelter. The difference from 5 is that the ground is cemented instead of dirt, so it kind of makes it hard when you have a tent that you have to pitch that's not freestanding. But this isn't our shelter, but we're going to take a rest stop right here. So, update, back on the road. I stopped by shelter number 3, or shelter number 4, and took a 10-minute power nap, lifted up my feet, got my pack off my back, and I feel refreshed again. So take notice. Take a moment to take a break, take off your backpack, and take a nap. So now we can power up these hills again. So yeah, loved it. Gotta make sure I'm going the right direction though. Whoops. Just make sure you guys don't get lost, that the Ice Age trail is straight ahead, and my trail, Arnell's trail, is that way. Just remember that, right? When you get here, that this other trail is my trail. That's Arnell's trail. Just saying. You know, on this Ice Age trail, I love seeing these roads come up because they're like mile markers for me. You know, when you're walking underneath the shelter of the trees, everything keeps looking the same. But then you run into a highway, this one, Highway U, and you're like thinking, wow, I'm getting closer. So it's always cool to see these kind of like mile markers and saying, you're getting closer. You're getting closer to your destination. Remember, just because you're exhausted, don't forget to listen to the cars coming by, and then cross. I've been taking videos, pictures of all these blowdowns. And luckily they're all kind of small. You can either hop over them, walk around them, or in this case, go underneath. This right here on the path, after a pretty steep climb, it's a welcome place to be able to just sit down and stretch and take a breather before you climb the rest of the way. We're nearing an area where there is a creek, so we can resupply on water. Right now, we are out of water. So let's hope that the creek bed here, just seasonal, let's hope it has water available, or we're gonna be in trouble. But, you know, we have faith because we're praying with Mary and we're walking with Jesus on this Wisconsin way. And even in this tall grass, we are going to find water. Ugh. I so dislike steps. For the dogs and for humans. We made it to our shelter. This is where we will stay the night.